There we go. Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another day of finding hope through faith. My name is Daniel, and we are in the Bible, Old Testament, reading in Numbers. Today we are starting in Numbers chapter 20. This whole thing has been wild. This whole thing, the earth opening up and swallowing people and people just dropping dead. And then now we know that if you touch dead people, you're unclean until you are clean. So at least it's not like it was when you're just cast out. You're just unclean. That's it. At least there's more explanation. And the lustral water. That's an important part. The lustral water. I guess it's the holy water, I guess. Lustral water. But I'm anxious to see what's going to happen. So, all right. Thanks for coming to see me, and let's get started. All right. The whole Israelite community arrived in the desert of Zin in the first month, and the people settled at Kadesh. It was here that Miriam died, and here that she was buried. As the community had no water, they held a council against Moses and Aaron. The people contended with Moses, exclaiming, "Would that we too had perished with our kinsmen in the Lord's presence? Why have you brought the Lord's community into this desert where we and our livestock are dying? Why did you lead us out of Egypt, only to bring us to this wretched place, which has neither grain, nor figs, nor vines, nor pomegranates? Here there is not even water to drink." But Moses and Aaron went away from the assembly to the entrance of the meeting tent, where they fell prostrate. Then the glory of the Lord appeared to him, and the Lord said to Moses, "Take the staff and assemble all the community. You and your brother Aaron, and in their presence order the rock to yield its waters. From the rock you shall bring forth water for the community and their livestock to drink." So Moses took the staff from its place before the Lord as he was ordered, which I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this is not going to end well for those people. But I could be wrong. Let's keep reading. He and Aaron assembled the community in front of the rock, where he said to them, "Listen to me, you rebels. Are we to bring water for you out of this rock?" Then, raising his hand, Moses struck the rock twice with his staff, and water gushed out in abundance for the community and their livestock to drink. But the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "Because you were not faithful to me in showing forth my sanctity before the Israelites, you shall not lead this community into the land I give them. These are the waters of Meribah," I'm assuming, "where the Israelites contended against the Lord, and where he revealed his sanctity among them. From Kadesh, Moses sent men to the kingdom of Edom with a message. Your brother Israel has this to say. You know of all the hardships that have befallen us, how our fathers went down to Egypt, where we stayed a long time, how the Egyptians maltreated us and our fathers, and how we cried to the Lord. He heard our cry and sent an angel who led us out of Egypt. Now here we are at the town of Kadesh, at the edge of your territory. Kindly let us pass through your country. We will not cross any fields or vineyards, nor drink any well water, but we will go straight along the royal road without turning to the right or the left, until we have passed through your territory. But Edom answered him, "You shall not pass through here. If you do, I will advance against you with the sword." The Israelites insisted, "We want only to go up along the highway. If we or our livestock drink of any of your water, we will pay for it. Surely there is no harm in merely letting us march through." But Edom said still, "No, you shall not pass." Therefore, since Edom refused to let them pass through their territory, Israel detoured around them. Setting out from Kadesh, the whole Israelite community came to Mount Hor. There, at Mount Hor, on the border of the land of Edom, the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "Aaron is about to be taken to his people. He shall not enter the land I am giving to the Israelites, because you have rebelled against my commandment at the waters of Meribah. Take Aaron and his son Eleazar and bring them up on Mount Hor. Then strip Aaron of his garments and put them on his son Eleazar, for there Aaron shall be taken in death." Moses did as the Lord commanded. When they had climbed Mount Hor, in view of the whole community, Moses stripped Aaron of his garments and put them on his son Eleazar. Then Aaron died there on top of the mountain. When Moses and Eleazar came down from the mountain, all the community understood that Aaron had passed away, and for 30 days the whole house of Israel mourned him. I don't, and again, this is, I guess, goes back to the same things that people do, is just we keep doubting things. And it's like, just believe in me and you'll have what you need. And they're like, we're starving to death. But they didn't believe. And now he gave them what he wanted, gave them what they needed, what they wanted. And then it's like it never ends well when you doubt this. God never ends well. I don't. It's like keep poking a bear, man. I just don't understand. Let's keep on rolling. Numbers chapter 21. When the Canaanite king of Arad, who lived in I'm not going to even try to Negeb, heard that the Israelites were coming along the way, he engaged them in battle and took some of them captive. They were on the way of Etherim. We'll go there. Israel made this vow to the Lord: "If you deliver this people to my hand, I will doom their cities." Later, when the Lord heeded Israel's prayer and delivered up the Canaanites, they doomed them and their cities. Hence, that place was named Hormath. From Mount Hor, they set out on the Red Sea Road to bypass the land of Edom. But with their patience worn out by the journey, the people complained against God and Moses. Again, have they not seen what he's capable of? If there's anything I've learned in this Bible so far, is that if you don't follow and do what he says, he will strike you down with great vengeance. I mean, it's the ultimate punishment. These people get as many chances as they can, but you're following this deity, and if you're following the deity requires you to do this. There's no other option. And if you don't, he doesn't like when people complain. He hates when people complain. But he punishes equally and evenly. It's not like he does it, he just flies off the handle. Okay, so the people complain against God and Moses. "Why have you brought us up from Egypt to die in this desert? where there is no food or water. We are disgusted with this wretched food. In punishment, the Lord sent among the people seraph serpents, which bit the people so that many of them died. Then the people came to Moses, saying, We have sinned in complaining against the Lord and you. Pray the Lord to take the serpents away from us. So Moses prayed for the people, and the Lord said to Moses, Make a seraph and mount it on a pole, and if anyone who has been bitten looks at it, he will recover. Moses accordingly made a bronze serpent and mounted it on a pole. And whenever anyone who had been bitten by a serpent looked at the bronze serpent, he recovered. The Israelites moved on and encamped in Oboth. Setting out from there, they encamped in Lai Abrim in the desert fronting Moab on the east. Setting out from there, they encamped in the, Wadi Zered. Setting out from there, they encamped on the other side of the Arnon, in the desert that extends from the territory of the Amorites. For Arnon forms Moab's boundary with the Amorites. Okay, I guess that geography is important. Hence, it is said in the book of the Wars of the Lord, Wahib. Oh, I can't. Supha? I can't. I'm going to butcher that. Aaron and, let's skip past this a little bit, because I'm about to butcher all this, and that's not going to be good. From there, they went to Beer. So it looks like Aaron, okay, so it's like Aaron, looks like he went on Arnon. Let's see. So it's like, this basically is just geography. Okay. Anyway. Where there was the well, which the Lord said to Moses, Bring the people together, and I will give them water. Then it was that Israel sang this song, Spring up, O well. So sing it. Sing to it. The well that the princes sank, and the nobles of the people dug, with their scepters and their staffs. From Beer they went to Madana. From there, okay, and they were just traveling. And then they went from Bamoth to the cleft in the plateau of Moab at the head. Okay, here we go. Now Israel sent men to Shion, king of the Amorites, with a message. Let us pass through your country. We will not turn aside into any field or vineyard, nor will we drink any well water, but we will go straight along the royal road until we have passed through your territory. Well, the king, however, would not let Israel pass through his territory, but mustered all his forces and advanced into the desert against Israel. When he reached Jahaz, he engaged Israel in battle, but Israel defeated him at the point of the sword and took possession of his land from the Arnon to the Jabbok, as far as the country of the Amorites, whose boundary was Jazer. Israel seized all the towns there and settled in these towns of the Amorites, in Heshbon, and all the dependencies. Okay, now that place is the capital. Let's see, keep going. All right, here we go. So it says, that is why the poets come to Heshbon. Let it be rebuilt. Let the capital be firmly constructed. For fire went forth from Heshbon and a blaze from the city of Shion. It consumed the city as Moab and swallowed up the high places of the Arnon. Woe to you, O Moab! You are ruined, O people of Chemosh. He let his sons become fugitives and his daughters be taken captive by the Amorite king. Their plowland is ruined from Heshbon to Dibon. Ar is laid waste. Fires blaze as far as Medeba. When Israel had settled in the land of the Amorites, Moses sent spies to Jazer. Israel then captured it with its dependencies and disposed the Amorites who were there. It's war and violence. All they wanted was to just pass. They didn't need to get to this point. Then they turned and went up along the road to Bashan, but Og, king, advanced against them with all his people to give battle. The Lord, however, said to Moses, "Do not be afraid of him, for into your hand I will deliver him with all of his people in his land. Do to him as you did to Sihon, king of the Amorites, who lived in Heshbon." So they struck him down with his sons and all the people, until not a survivor was left of him, and they took possession of his land. Wow. If they would have just let them through. All they wanted to do is pass through. They just want to pass through to travel. And they couldn't even do that. They just doomed themselves. We're going to start Numbers chapter 22, and then we're going to pick it up tomorrow. All right. Then the Israelites moved on and encamped in the plains of Moab on the other side of Jericho, stretch of the Jordan. Now Balak, son of Zippor, saw all that Israel did to the Amorites. Indeed, Moab feared the Israelites greatly because of their numbers and detested them. So Moab said to the elders of Midian, "Soon this horde will devour all the country around us as an ox devours the grass of the field." And Balak, Zippor's son, who was king of Moab at the time, sent messengers to Balaam, son of Beor, at Pethor on the Euphrates, in the land of Amalekites, summoning him with these words: "A people has come here from Egypt who now cover the face of the earth and are settling down opposite us. Please come and curse these people for us. They are stronger than we are. We may then be able to defeat them and drive them out of the country. For I know that whoever you bless is blessed, and whoever you curse is cursed." Then the elders of Moab and of Midian left with the divination fee in hand and went to Balaam. When they had given him Balak's message, he said to them in reply, "Stay here overnight, and I will give you whatever answer the Lord gives me." So the princes of Moab lodged there. Then the God came to Balaam and said, "Who are these men visiting you?" He answered God, "Balak, son of Zippor, king of Moab, sent me the message. This people that came here from Egypt now cover the face of the earth. Please come here and lay a curse on them for us. We may then be able to give them battle and drive them out." But God said to him, "Do not go with them, and do not curse these people, for they are blessed." The next morning, the king arose and told the princess of Balak, "Go back to your own country, for the Lord has refused to let me go with you." So the princess of Moab went back to Balak with this report: "He refused to come with us." And then he again sent the princess, who were more numerous and more distinguished than the others. On coming to Balaam, they told him, "This is what Balak, son of Zippor, has to say. Please do not refuse to come to me. I will reward you very handsomely, and you will do anything you ask of me. Please come and lay a curse on these people for me." But he replied and said, Even if Balak gave me a house full of silver and gold, I could not do anything small or great contrary to the commandment of the Lord, my God. But you too shall stay here overnight till I learn what else the Lord may tell me. Wow. That's interesting. So, what we're going to do is pick this up tomorrow. But I feel like it's not going to go his way. I feel like, there we go. I feel like he's just going to piss off God to the point where he's going to smite them down, kill them, something. And I don't understand why they keep poking this bear, man. I just don't. Eventually, the bear is going to wake up and be hungry. He's not going to rest. This isn't good. Hopefully they'll make better choices going forward, but we're going to find out later. Thanks for coming to see us. Have a good day.